face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press get you.
Hey friends, it's Liz Wennermark. Welcome back to the Top 10 in 10, where we answer the 10 biggest questions in real estate in about 10 minutes so you don't lose an entire afternoon to Google and TikTok. Today we're tackling the classic, is it better to rent or buy? If you're renting and feel a tiny stab of pain every time someone says stop throwing money away, or you're thinking about buying but you're low-key terrified of being house poor, this episode is for you. We're counting down the top 10 rent versus buy questions that people ask all the time. And I'll give you the honest, no shame answers so you can figure out what's right for you. Not your parents, not your group chat. Let's jump in. Question number 10. If I'm renting now, what should I actually do in the next 6 to 12 months to be ready to buy? Here's your go up checklist. 1. Pull your credit and stop being scared of the number. You can't fix what you won't look at. 2. Start a very boring, very powerful saving plan, down to payment, closing cost, plus a little emergency cash. 3. Track your spending for 1 month. I promise your future self wants you to know where your money is leaking. 4. Talk to a lender early. You're not signing your life away, you're just getting a roadmap. 5. Know your lease dates. Put your lease end and notice deadline in your phone with alarms. Do those 5 things and someday I'll buy turns into an actual timeline. Question number 9. Is it smarter to pay off debt first or buy a home sooner? The answer is not buy a house no matter what and hope for the best. We're not doing chaos. If your credit cards are maxed and you're playing bill pay whack-a-mole, hit pause on buying and attack the high interest debt. If your debts are manageable, car payment, some student loans, you might be able to do both. Keep paying those down and still move toward owning. Think of it this way. If your monthly payments make you anxious just opening your bank app, fix that first. If you can pay your bills, save a little bit, and still afford takeout on a rough day, you're at least ready to explore buying. Question number 8. What if I buy and then I need to move in a year or 2? Totally fair question. Life does not always respect our spreadsheet. If there's a strong chance you'll move in under 2 to 3 years, buying gets riskier. You might not build much equity, and when you go to sell, closing costs can eat up the gains. Yes, maybe you can keep it as a rental, but that has its own math and responsibilities. So if you're in a season of I might change jobs, cities, relationships, everything, renting a little longer isn't failure, it's strategy. Question number 7. What are the pros and cons of renting long-term? Let's give renting its respect first. Pros, flexibility. It's easier to move, try new neighborhoods, follow opportunities. Less responsibility. When the AC dies, you're calling the landlord, not your savings account. Lower upfront costs, security deposits instead of down payment, plus closing costs. Cons. No equity. You're not building ownership when you pay rent. Rent hikes. Your payment can change every time the lease renews. Less control, pets, paint, upgrades, sometimes even how long you can stay. Renting is not automatically bad. The problem is renting for 5 or 10 years without a plan. Question number 6. Will buying a home really help me build wealth, or is that overhyped? Buying is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it can be a get-richer-slowly strategy. You're building wealth when your payment is paying down what you owe and your home's value grows over time, and you're not constantly cashing out for equity for random stuff. You're not building wealth when you overpay, sell after a year, and swipe the profit on lifestyle upgrades. And if the house payment is so big you can't save for anything else, that's not wealth building, that's stress building. So yes, buying can help you build wealth if you buy something that fits your life and you hold on to it long enough. Question number 5. Can I even afford to buy without wrecking my monthly budget? There are 2 prices, the price your lender says you can handle and the price your actual life can handle. The lender is looking at ratios. Your life is looking at, can I still travel sometimes? Can I fix my car? Can I buy groceries that aren't instant noodles? To keep your sanity, aim for a house payment that lets you pay your bills, save a little, and still enjoy your life. And remember, the quiet expenses, utilities, HOA, yard work, repairs, and emergency fund. If your buying means your entire identity becomes I live here, but I can't afford to do anything, the numbers are too tight. Question number 4. How long do I need to stay in a home for buying to make sense? General rule, plan on 3 to 5 years. It takes time for your payments and potential appreciation to make up for the money you spent buying and will someday spend selling. Sell too fast and closing costs plus commission can wipe out most of your gains. So if you're pretty sure you'll be in the area for 3 to 5 years or longer, buying gets more attractive. If you're thinking this might just be a 1-year stop, renting is usually your safer play. Question number 3. What cost am I missing when I compare rent versus a mortgage? Most people compare my rent now to just principal and interest, and that's why the math feels confusing. Owning includes principal, interest, property taxes, homeowner's insurance, maybe mortgage insurance, HOA dues, plus repairs and maintenance. Renting includes rent, renter's insurance, parking, pet or amenity fees, and utilities that aren't included. When you put all of that side by side, instead of just 2 numbers, the decision gets a lot clearer. Question number 2. Is renting really just throwing money away? Let's retire that guilt trip. You're not throwing money away when you pay for a safe place to live, you need a roof over your head, whether you rent or own. Rent can be the smart move when you need flexibility, you're fixing your credit or debt, or you're new to the area and still figuring it out. Where the phrase has teeth is if you stay in the city for 5 to 10 years and never build any ownership or equity. At that point, yes, there's opportunity cost, so renting itself is not the enemy. Drifting for years with no plan, that's the problem. And finally, question number 1. How do I actually know if it's better for me to rent or buy right now? Here's a 5-question gut check. 1, is your income reasonably stable? 2, can you see yourself staying in the general area for at least 3 to 5 years? 3, do you have money for upfront costs and emergency fund? 4, are your debts under control and is your credit at least headed up, not down? 5, does owning a home fit the life you want right now, not the life Instagram says you should want? If you're checking yes on most of those, it might be time to seriously look at buying. If you're hitting a lot of not yet, then renting is your current strategy while you work on the plan, and that's okay. The win is not own at all costs. The win is being intentional. So is it better to rent or buy? For some of you, the answer is rent on purpose now, buy with the game plan later. For others, the answer is you're closer to buying than you think. You just need clear numbers and the right support. If you want help sorting out your personal rent versus buy math, use the link in the description, grab a quick home strategy call with me and my team. We'll look at your numbers, your timeline, and walk you through what makes the most sense for you. If this helped, hit subscribe, tap like, and send this to that one friend who keeps saying, I'm so over renting, but has no idea what to do next. I'm Liz, your real estate expert. This was Top 10 in 10, and I'll see you in the next episode.